Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 15 of Europa Universalis 4 as the Iroquois. We declared a no CB war on the Huron because I wanted to be able to attack somebody and the current state of play wasn't allowing me to, because playing as a Native American now basically means you are not allowed to do anything, which is really annoying. So we are just basically trying to get everything sieged out, and then we will basically vassalize both of these guys. And it will give us a few more neighbours that we can play with a little bit later on if we so choose. I think their armies are all basically out now. We're just waiting for this siege over here. Once this is done, that's pretty much the end of the war. In fact, most of their provinces are already dealt with. We might consolidate a few armies up. If you guys could all group together, or at least if you could all just sort of move to the capital. And we might do a little consolidate because we are slightly over the force limit. You don't have anyone to consolidate. You do have a slight consolidation there. What have we got here then? Gain 100 military power and lose 20 prestige, or gain 1 army tradition. I think we'll take the military power right now. That is another colony done. So we've got a choice here. What do we want to do? Do we want to work on this one, which is 10 development, or do we want to work on one of these and join everything together? 4 and 6. They're not great, are they? But we could get Ontario, and that would give us 6 development. But no, I think we definitely want to... yeah, we definitely want to try and grab this first, I think. 10 development. Definitely the best one for us. So you guys are getting massive attrition because you're all standing there. Let's group you up, split you apart. We can go up to speed 3, I think, because we're not actually fighting. So we'll group you together. We'll no consolidate. We'll split you in half. Network, spy network construction plus 20% or gain 5 prestige. We'll try and take the prestige, get back into the positives. Again, just still waiting for a couple of sieges that aren't going my way. How many techs do we now have? So we need a western neighbour or an adjacent... with an adjacent core province, or a total of 18 technology levels. We currently have 17. So one more technology level, we will actually be able to reform our government. That is the siege of Ottawa over. So let's go ahead now and speak to these guys first. We want to make them our vassal. We did co-belligerize them, so they we have enough for them to be forced to say yes. We'll send our demands. So they are now our vassal. Got a 72% against you. Would you accept vassalite? Of course, we could just take land if we wanted to. It was a no CB war, but we are ahead on Diplo. Yeah, they won't agree to that. We're actually ahead on Diplo points, so I'd prefer to save the admin points and just integrate them at some point. Truce will expire. Well, that's Ottawa. We're not bothered about them. Massachusetts we've now completed, and it's got good base tax, so let's go ahead and build the irrigation there, and then we'll probably want it's not actually showing us which one it is, but we'll want one of these because it will give us some improvement on the important natural harbour, and we've got good development, good Diplo here as well. The production's quite good. So let's go up to speed 4 because we are literally just waiting for this siege to go our way. And it is taking its time. Unless you're going to accept full vassalization, then you can go away. Did we actually manage it? We did indeed. So let's go ahead. You are going to be our vassal. You are going to give us all of your money, which is quite a bit. Send our demands. Okay, so now we have ourselves 2 fine vassals. Now, they are going to have some high liberty desire. The Huron absolutely hate us. Ottawa, we are going to improve relations with you as quickly as we can. We are going to placate local rulers. We'll lose some prestige, but that's fine. We didn't have any anyway. And we will send a diplomat as soon as we can to improve relations over here. And then we'll start getting them integrated as soon as we can. Now, we should actually have some force limit from vassals now. Even though we did actually go a little bit below our force limit. So now we've got those force limit from vassals. We're a little bit better off. So what do we actually have? We've got a force limit of 37. And we only have 2 cavalry. So I guess we could probably get 2 more. Let's just start building up some of the armies. We'll try and get some little, maybe 10 stacks with two cav on to each of these. So you can have another cav and another infantry. I mean, that'll be 36. So I suppose that makes the most sense. Got units all over the place. But yeah, that'll take us up to 36. Running a sort of a 10-2 configuration there. So, of course, we've got a bit of a stability drop. But we can quite easily afford now to go and boost stability. So, only 87. And I don't think we need to go up to +3. We'll stay at what we're on. What we don't need to do, though, is be at full maintenance. So, let's go and drop that down there. We do have a little bit of inflation because obviously we took a lot of money from these guys, but you know, we've got over 1,000 gold in the bank now. Massachusetts, is that building finished? Looks like it has. So yeah, we can, if we build now production efficiency, if we build the Three Sisters field, local goods produce modifier plus 0.23 ducats. So yeah, definitely worth getting that down there. That should give us a considerable bit more trade power actually. 0.96, yeah, we were at 0.3 something before. We'll take the prestige, because we've got plenty of money. If we actually look at any of these provinces, we'll probably see that, we do actually have the most power in Chesapeake Bay. So Great Britain is actually second, wow. But yeah, Great Britain's down here, Holland is down here as well somewhere. Liège, Utrecht, Friesland, Picardy. Everybody's got boats down here somewhere doing something. But yeah, there's definitely stuff over in the fog of war that we cannot see. That also looks blue to me there. I wonder if that is not France. It might be difficult to see on YouTube, but there's a faint blue outline around that little piece of terra incognita there. So that may well be France. We need one more tech to be able to reform our government type. Which tech are we likely to get first? It's probably going to be admin. November of 82. June of 89. August of 92. Yeah, so admin tech will be the next tech we get. We are behind on admin tech. And what did I say that was? 82. October, November of 82. So we are literally looking at 6 years. 6 years and we can reform our government type. Get all that done before anyone from Europe even settles anything over here. Now, I think what we might want to do next is get a... once we've finished with Androscoggin over here, we might want to get a colony going in either Ontario or Seneca, however that's pronounced, just so that we will have a continuous line of territory that links up with Huron. And then hopefully we can get both of these guys integrated. Funnily enough, Ottawa doesn't hate me all that much. We've got aggressive expansion against them and was at war and forced vassalize, but improved relations is good. But when you look at Huron, yeah, we just don't have the improved relations because we were rivaled, basically. An extra 100 population, that's great. We're almost halfway through that colony, so that's working out nice. Oh, would you look at that? The goods produced in Androscoggin has changed to fur. Well, we'd never have been able to have guessed that, would we really? Considering that's pretty much all we get down there. So that will also then give us some neighbouring provinces or neighbouring nations or tribes of the Cheyenne and the I can never get this one right. The Potawatomi. Now, the Potawatomi are actually allied to the Shawnee, but they're in a different... yeah, they're allied to the Cheyenne, and they're allied to the Shawnee, who are in our federation. But they're not actually in a federation. So we could actually get them in a federation if we wanted to. Although, how much development have they got? Do we want them in a federation, or do we want to beat up on them? Only five development, which isn't an awful lot. What about you guys? What have you got up here? You've got 4 development, so we don't really want this land. So let's see if they'd like to come into the Federation. In fact, Potawatomi would actually accept vassalization straight out. So we could just go and diplo-vassalize them if we wanted to. Where's the Federation option? I'm not seeing it right now. Are we still in the Federation? We are still in the Federation. Are you in a Federation? You are not. So why can't we bring you into the Federation? Protectorate, proclaim guarantee. That's odd. What about you guys? Maybe there's a limit to the number of people that can be in a federation. You'd accept vassalization as well. And you're a duchy, actually. Oh, I wonder if that's why. Yeah, you're both duchies. Mind you, I'm a duchy, I think. No, we're a tribe. So yeah, these guys have actually already reformed. But we can vassalize them. Now, we're already over our limit. We're over our relationship limit. So vassalizing them would hurt quite a bit. Our monthly increase is +6. I mean, we could go Diplo Focus. But, yeah, we'd like to be able to vassalize both of these guys. But, yeah, if we could vassalize these guys as well, because they're only single provinces, we might even be able to do these guys. You wouldn't accept vassalization because of the distance between borders and neutral attitude. But you're still a tribe and you're still part of the Federation. I guess once we reform our government, we'll no longer be in the Federation anyway. So we shouldn't have to worry about that too much. Administrative power is still coming in quite quickly. Look at the tech there. Still quite a ways off, of course. Still looking at November 82. So we're still looking at about 3 years before we can do that. So the question is, do I want to go over my relationship limit and vassalize both of these guys? I don't have a free diplomat at the moment, but the improved relations with Ottawa will be finished relatively soon. And in fact, the improved relations with the Huron will be finished pretty soon as well. Certainly wouldn't hurt to get ourselves a few vassals. And start building up our size. So 14 more for you, 9 more for you. At least that should have gotten rid of any Liberty Desire there. Yeah, so Liberty Desire, 0% for Ottawa, 1% for Huron now. So that works out quite nicely for us. So we'll bring these diplomats back just as soon as they have finished improving relations. We'll let them cap out, we might as well. Force limit, we are still slightly under. Again, lose prestige or lose Diplo power. I'd prefer not to lose the Diplo power, especially if I'm just about to go over my relationship limit. So 1 more, 0 more. So you should offer to come back at the end of this month. Yep, recall diplomat, recall diplomat. So let's go and need to have a military alliance. So we'll offer an alliance there. We do have too many relations, of that we are aware. We can't royal marry them because we have the wrong government type, but we can improve relations. And again, we want to do the same thing over here. We want to offer the alliance. And then as soon as we can, we will improve relations. Our general is dead. So we're now only making 4 Diplo a month, which isn't great if we want to start doing some integration. We'll wait until we've got our admin tech. When we've got our admin tech, then we will change our government type. And then we'll probably focus on Diplo until we can integrate, at least integrate the Huron. Not too... Well, Ottawa would be nice. What have they got? They've got... Well, they've only got 8 development, so they're not brilliant. We can try and grab them. And then, obviously, we just sort of start spreading out like a cancer and trying to grab as much stuff as we can. Hopefully, we'll no longer be a... native, so once we change our government, we should actually be able to fabricate CBs, which will be nice. So we definitely want to wait until we get that tech. Colonies is growing slowly, but it's almost at 600, so it's almost 2/3 of the way done. Quite happy with that. May of 81, we are getting there. Actually looking at February, March of 83 now. Why has that slowed down suddenly? Did we lose some sort of bonus that we had? because it was the end of 82, and I haven't done anything to slow down my admin gain. So we will be waiting on that. Here's Portugal landing some more troops. Probably another exploration mission. Haven't seen any colonies from them pop up over here yet. Oh, no, there we go. There is a Portuguese colony in the Bahamas. So they are starting to get close to us. So we probably want to start working our way down towards Florida. I believe a great advisor has died, which is our military guy. We can get level 2 military guy now. Let's get the morale of armies guy. So I think somewhere down here there's another... Yeah, so we've got Chesapeake, which is an estuary. And then we've got another estuary down here in Sunty. So we want to try and grab as much of the coast as we can, if possible. So being over that relationship limit isn't going to help greatly. But we will be fine. Another great advisor has died. The game really wants to screw me over today, doesn't it? That was our Diplo guy. We do have a level 2 Diplo guy. We'll get the trade efficiency guy. We need that extra Diplo. Gain 1 mercantilism and lose 25 Diplo. Well, we are trying to save Diplo, but gaining mercantilism is definitely worth it. We'll do the fire event. Hopefully luck is on our side. No, out of control. Loses stability. And flipping-tastic. Normally I'd pay to bump that up, and in fact I think I'm going to have to because we are now losing money because we've got the 2 level 2 advisors. I was trying to save stability, save admin points, but I think we will. I think we will do that. It will set us back a little bit. Are we at 0 army maintenance? No, we are not. So let's put that all the way down. Now we're making a tiny little bit of money. Maybe having the level 2 advisors not the best thing right now, but sure things will probably improve. We've still got a fair amount of money in the bank, so I don't think at this point we need to actually worry about going broke. Can we build any more irrigation anywhere? No. Truce with Ottawa has ended. So that is fine. Now what are we up to? October of 82. Obviously we've delayed that now. And we are looking at February of 84. So we might actually manage to do it before the end of this video. We're already in December of 82, so we've only got a year and 2 months to enact that. But then we'll have 666 across the board in technologies. And we will be able to change our government type. That should just be our government type, not our technology type. So if we look at these guys, for example, that have already made the change, they are North American, but they are a duchy, whereas if we look at ourselves, we're North American. We're still a duchy, but we're a tribe. We're a native council. And these guys are a feudal monarchy, but still Western. So that's basically what we are going to try and do. We should be able to... must have a military alliance, a relationship of 190. Oh yes, that's another thing we need to do, isn't it? Getting that relationship up high enough. Because the problem that we've got now is you cannot do a royal marriage with these guys. Although that said, we will be able to do that when we reform our government type. So we should probably just wait. Reform the government, then we can do a royal marriage, and then we should be able to get those guys high enough to vassalize them. So we're still making 5 Diplo a month. It's only 1 less than we were before. Once we start integrating Huron or whoever there, it'll take a lot more. Annex Vassal, 84. You guys will be slightly before that. 9th of April, 84. So it's actually pretty close. You're at 191. Let's just keep improving relations with you. Try and get you done first. We are still losing some money, unfortunately. But that's fine. Another great advisor has died. Thank you, game. That's our admin dude. Yearly inflation reduction could be useful, but I think we'll just take the level 1 guy for now. But the good news is we can actually afford to get the tech. So now that we can do that, we will definitely take the national tax modifier. We're going to go ahead and reform our government. Our enlightened leadership, we are now a proud nation. So if we go and have a look now, we are a duchy, we are a feudal monarchy. We can make states. What can we make? This one wouldn't really be worth it. Neither would that one. So I'm not going to bother making those into states. What we are going to do is we are going to royal marry you. That puts us up to 175. Got a royal marriage offer from the Cheyenne, so we'll accept that. Be 175 on both of them. So what we'd like to do now is probably do something like proclaim a guarantee. That puts you up to 187. We can proclaim a guarantee onto you as well. Oh, estates. Now we have to mess around with estates. We need to be at 190 here. So let's go and send you a gift. We only need to get 3 opinion. So that'll be enough with the Cheyenne. We want to send a gift to you as well. And now we should be able to offer vassalization. They've accepted. And then over here, offer vassalization. And we have an alliance breaking. That's fine, because it's the alliance with your vassals, so it doesn't count. Do we want to annex you first, or do we want to annex you? I think we want to annex you. Can we get our relations up to a high enough number? Improved relations is 188, so there's a bit more to be gained there. We can royal marry you. That gets you up to 183. So I'm going to start trying to integrate the Huron first. So, estates demand control of provinces. So, the clergy and the merchant guilds. So, I guess we're going to have to give them some land. So, estates then. The clergy. Where do we want to give to you? Can we not give any land to you? Where's got our best manpower? Let's look at development. Development. And it'd be nice if we could sort by manpower. But Pocumtuck or Delaware or Lenape. Lenape is a good a good province, so I prefer not to get rid of that one. Lenape, though, let's give that to the nobility. They're still not happy. Let's give them just a few random provinces. Oh, I thought I had clicked it. Apparently I hadn't. You're still not happy. How much do you want? 10.02. We can actually fix that by just increasing the development slightly. It'll sort itself out next month. And then we need to do the clergy, of course. Now, there's nowhere... Wow, we've lost a lot of force limit all of a sudden. Where did all of our force limit go? No wonder we're not making money. At one point, we had a force limit of like 36. Now we've lost all of that. That's obviously because we've changed our government type. Clergy. Let's give you a few random places. How much do you desire? Clergy is in control of 4.2%. Expect to control at least 10%. Let's give you Merrimack. 10%. Right, that one should sort itself out, I think. Oh, you expect to control at least 15%. So we are going to have to give you another province. Let's give you that one. Right, job done. You're all happy. So we're massively over the force limit now. So let's go ahead and disband one of those armies. So that still puts us over by 4. Which is a little bit unfortunate. So let's go ahead and take out 2 infantry from there. Let's go ahead and take out 2 of the cav from this one. So it's a much smaller force limit we've got there, but we'll go ahead and disband you. That's why I was able to beat those other guys. That's why all of a sudden their army size went down, because they changed their government type and lost a lot of their force limit. And we should be able to happily sit in our capital there with our general and not take any attrition. So we're a little bit weaker than we would like to be. We're still losing a massive amount of money right now due to our level 2 advisors. Where did all that happen from? So I think what we're going to have to do is go down to level 1 advisors now. Recall diplomat. We do want to start annexing there, so let's go ahead and do that. So we want to get a level 1 guy, so we'll go for diplomatic reputation. And we want, we'll just get the manpower guy. So we're still losing money, which is quite amazing. However, what we can do now is build new buildings. So we want to go ahead and build temples wherever we can, because we lose all of our old tribal buildings. So we definitely want to get one here. One in Onondaga. 0.16. And then 0.13. 0.13. 0.13. 0.13. 0.1. And... oh, our leader has died. We've got a 221 now, which is not great. Workshop. We're building everywhere that is useful to build. Manhattan. Is it the workshop we want? Or is it it's the marketplace, isn't it? Yeah, we want to build a marketplace over here. We don't have the money for it, unfortunately. But as soon as those buildings get done, things should be good. Let's go ahead and put... stop auto-saving. Kenneth Owls, one of my Patreon supporters. May he live longer than Githian does in Crusader Kings 2. So we are still losing some money. Lose 100 Diplo or lose 1 stability. I think we'll lose the 100 Diplo because we are quite ahead at the moment. And, yeah, our general's died, so now we are taking attrition standing here. Let's go ahead and get a new general. You've got a tiny little bit of manoeuvre. So you shouldn't actually be taking any attrition. But we'll move you there and you should be okay. So yeah, still losing a little bit of money, but once those buildings get built, things should be back to normal. Either way, I'm going to end the video there because we've gone way over time. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as the Iroquois. I'll see you on the next video, and until then, we've got England as a neighbour, and we can go and westernise off Great Britain in the next few videos. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you next time. Goodbye for now.